Okay, I'm not entirely sure how much showed, but we literally might have just missed the most important part of the game. Well, I didn't miss it, but everybody else did. So let me put up the new link. Once people get back in here, I can explain what happened, because the one play everybody missed was kind of a big one. Hopefully the game didn't, like, totally crash. That'd be bad. That would be really bad. So we're going to wait a minute for everybody to come back, and then I'll explain what happened in the one play that, of course, had to be taken out. Everybody saw the deep pass that was tipped and caught, right? Everybody saw that. I'm pretty sure it worked for that. The pass that was tipped and caught to the 23, I'm pretty sure that one worked. No, I don't know if it did, actually. Oh, great. Yeah, so the two most important plays of the game were taken out. So, pretty much, yeah, they scored. The two plays that everybody missed was a 56-yard bomb for Jamison Crowder and then a 22-yard touchdown. So let's see if we can show the replays just to show what happened. But, of course, the game had to block out the two most important plays of the entire stream. So this is the first one. Dak off his back foot heaps up a prayer. Tipped by White, caught by Crowder. And then on the other play, Dak has Jacoby Myers open in the end zone. And so now the Bats, pending the extra point, are about to take the lead. The game did not crash, thankfully. But those were the two biggest plays of this entire stream. Thanks, EA. So, the Rams are not out of it, though. They're down by 1, they have 45 seconds, and most importantly, all 3 timeouts. All they need is a field goal, too, and with how DJ Uiagalelei has thrown the ball, there's certainly a real possibility the Rams can come back and finish this game off. I don't know how Madden missed two most important plays of the entire stream. That just blows my mind. EA is a big Rams fan. I don't know, maybe EA was trying to hide something by not showing those two plays. Yeah, maybe my internet just didn't want everybody to have to see them. First play of the drive, they got to call a timeout. They should know. That was a bad decision. They still have 2. They still have 2 on them. IT, I don't think, has ever won a playoff game. Imagine if they lose. He has 10 catches today. Holy smokes. That's a lot of fantasy points. What are they doing? You're losing. Why are they running 3-yard passes? I'm so confused. They just wasted 2 timeouts. They literally wasted them. They threw them on the ground and burned them. What are they doing? I'm so lost. What are they doing? They're running 3-yard pass plays. They're losing. They're losing. IT gets out of bounds, so they need a 76-yard Hail Mary. I don't even know if they realize they have to run a Hail Mary here. What was this drive? Oh, my Lord. So DJ is just going to have to chuck it up for the end zone. And the Austin Bats are going to win the game. How? How did that happen? I'm so confused. What a weird last minute. I don't know how to process this. What? My mind is blown. The Rams did kind of deserve to lose after that last drive. That was hideous. That play calling was hideous. DJ Uiagalelei was unbelievably good, and they wasted it. He played out of his mind. Dak had a better passer rating, but don't get it twisted. DJ was a better player today. Dak was great. DJ was better. Hell, IT played pretty well. Kareem Hunt was a little bit better, though. IT had a big game in the receiving game, so did Jarvis Landry, so did Cameron Latu. The Rams are a significantly better team today. They deserve to win through the first 35 minutes of the game. The problem is they blew it in the last minute. Of course, with 2 gigantic plays that nobody got to see. So the Bats are playing Atlanta in the second round. The Rams are out. That's something. Tre'Davious White was terrible. He should have had 2 interceptions. No, he should have had 3. I would say that's the type of playoff loss that happened to me. But it's up there. I mean, that is kind of how you would lose. No, yours were worse. Were they? Yeah. Yeah, but that one's definitely up there. I don't want to say Madden hates Mr. Rob because Mr. Rob has a ring, but Madden hates IT. Even though IT's a player, after this, I am ready to put him up in the Nick and Apple conversation of Madden hating people. Even though he's not a coach, with how Madden treated IT last year and now this, IT is in the Nick and Apple tier of Madden hating people. All right, so since we did an NFC game, I guess we'll simcast the AFC game, the Shamrocks and the Chiefs. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 2. That's the Shamrocks. My mind is still totally blown from that. I have no clue how to feel about that game. DJ to Baltimore is a punishment for the Rams being stupid. It's like once the game or the stream crashed, it was like the Rams didn't realize that it was an end-of-drive situation where they actually had to try to score quickly. It was weird. I don't know how to explain it. So we've now got the defending AFC champion Dublin Shamrocks against the Kansas City Chiefs. In all honesty, I don't have any sympathy. You don't have any sympathy for anyone because Madden hates you, which I guess is fair. But other than Nick and Apple, I don't think there's a single person EA dislikes more than IT. Wow, the Chiefs are killing them so far. Dublin's in it, though. They're down by 7, now 10. Oh, boy. Why are all the higher seeds losing? The only higher seed to win today was us. Okay, we're going to move a little bit slower. Dublin has the ball. I think we're going to hop in and watch. They're down by 6 with 4.5 minutes to go with the ball. The winner of this game, I think Dublin would play... the winner of this game will play either Chicago or the Jets, because it's already guaranteed that the Diablos play the Dolphins. So the winner of this game plays Chicago or the Jets. If the Shamrocks win, they will host the game. If the Chiefs win, then they'll be on the road. And the winner of the Jets and Tigers would be home. Third and 2, 2.5 to go. It's Tony Pollard. He gets it. Trayvon Walker is hurt. Can't experience a heartbreaking playoff loss if you don't make the playoffs. That's a good way to look at it. Lamar's numbers today aren't all that good. He's thrown 2 picks. He only had like 7 or 8 all year. There's a reason why he was my second place vote for MVP. As we make it to the 2-minute warning. Can Kansas City get the stop or will Dublin pull off the win? Clock's still ticking along. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Shamrocks now at the 14. Dublin had some crazy playoff wins last year to make the OFL Bowl. They're looking for more. Tony Pollard, first down inside the 5. Still have not had to use a timeout. I think that's Zach Pascal with the touchdown, and the Shamrocks are going to take the lead. Pascal scored like 16 touchdowns. Oh, that's Russell Gage. Oh, that's not even Zach Pascal. Zach Pascal scored like 16 touchdowns. He was Dublin's best receiver, but that was Russell Gage who made the play. So the Shamrocks now lead this game by 1. How much time is left? 57 seconds and 3 timeouts. Is that too much time for Josh Allen? Can't believe the highlight of our season was Haskins kicking the Cardinals out of the playoff race. And they might not have even made it had they won. Because there was 5 teams in the NFC fighting for the 3 wildcard spots. So if Arizona wins, there's a 50-50 shot they get in. And I guess if they had gotten in, they would have replaced the Bats, who obviously won a playoff game. Josh Allen overthrows his first target. His numbers look a little bit better than Lamar's today. They've got Jake Elliott as their kicker. Jake Elliott has a boot. Second and 10. Allen off his back foot. Heaves up a prayer. It's caught in. No, he was out of bounds. I thought he dragged the feet in. Ooh, Dublin is really lucky. Third and 10. Allen, deep, tipped incomplete. What is with the interceptions? I moved the slider up by like 7 right before the stream. On camera for everybody to see. And we've had like 10 drop picks today. That pass is broken up, incomplete. Dublin gets the stop. So now they can chew clock and try to win it. Yeah, this game is over. Dublin pulls off the comeback. So the 3-seeded Shamrocks are going to win. The defending AFC champions are back, and they're looking for more as they beat the Chiefs by 1. And they trailed for most of this game. The Chiefs had the lead really the entire time, just like the Rams did, and they lost. Kansas City was up 14-0 after the first quarter. They were up by 13 going into the fourth. So the Rams and the Chiefs both blew 13-point leads in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen was better than Lamar Jackson. O.J. Howard, Zach Pascal were both very good. So was Gallup. Russell Gage, of course, had the game-winning score. 1.5 sacks for Carl Lawson. And we finally had interceptions by Noah Daniels and Sidney Jones. So we've got 2 more games left. 1 watched, 1 sim. We're going to start the watched, which is between the Tigers and the Jets. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 1. That would be the Tigers. Oh, I don't really have to scroll far. So Jax is here. He can pick his jerseys. Pretty much white or orange, I guess. At least the Wizards didn't blow any leads. That's true. They were never up to begin with. All orange. Okay, good. You know ball. I have a good idea. All orange against all green. Yes. Yes. All white. Do you guys even have... They don't have white pants. You guys only have orange pants. So I assume you want all orange because Madden is lazy and they give teams 1 color pants. If only they had orange helmets too. That'd be fire. Alright, the final playoff game of the day, the Chicago Tigers. If this is anything like the Tigers' playoff game last year, we could be in for a treat. Tom Brady threw for almost 600 yards. Jameson Williams had like 300 of them, and of course they still lost. The Jets, meanwhile, had an identical season to what they did last year. They started off 1-4. They end up in the playoffs. How do they do it? I don't know. The Jets lost in the first round last year to... Was it Cleveland? I think it was Cleveland. Ironic, I watched the OFL Tigers and the MLB Tigers at the same time. Well, I apologize to you for watching the MLB Tigers because that's like watching a pile of horse dung on the field for 3 hours. So the Jets open up with the ball. We start with Elijah Chisholm, who had a really, really, really good year. Even though he was a 60-something overall when he got picked with normal dev, and it looked like there was no way he would be good, he's damn good. What is good, Nick and Ader? You've missed quite a bit. It has been a weird stream so far. So we've gone through 4 games. We started with the Vikings and the Giants, and the Vikings won with a game-winning field goal, thank God. We simcasted the Wizards and the Dolphins won by 15. How? I don't know. We watched the Rams and the Bats. The Rams led the entire time until the last minute when the stream glitched out the 2 most important plays of the game, and the Bats won by 1. And then the Shamrocks beat the Chiefs also by 1. The Chiefs and Rams were both up by 13 points going into the 4th quarter, and they both lost. So it's been a weird day. Yeah, the Dolphins won. That might be the biggest surprise of the day. I said going into the stream, the only game I was confident in was the Wizards and the Dolphins, and the Wizards lost. Apparently the Tigers turn into the 1920s Yankees when they play us. And they turn into the, I'm trying to think of the bad team, but, I mean, our offense is worse than the 2003 Tigers. So I can't even say that. If I compared us to the 2003 Tigers, it'd be a compliment. Sam Howell was elite. Patrick Mahomes played really well too, but their defense blew it against Sam Howell. Good old Sam Howell. So the Dolphins are going to play the Diablos, and the winner of this game will play Dublin. The Reds. Hell, the Reds scored 20 the other day. I don't know if we've scored 20 this month. Third and 6. Chisholm is dancing around in the pocket. He gets sacked. Baron Browning was able to catch up to him. So the Tigers' defense opens up with a stop, and now we get to see Tom Brady lead out the offense. With the Wizards out, is there a better team watched in the AFC than the Tigers? The Jets I don't fully trust. Maybe Dublin. You can make an argument for Dublin. We haven't really watched a whole lot of the Diablos, so I don't really know what to expect from them. And we haven't really watched the Dolphins either. Here comes out Tom Brady. Had a quietly good year. We didn't really ever talk about him as an MVP guy, which he never really was, but he was good. Jameson Williams, the only wide receiver in the Offensive Player of the Year voting. They also have a lot of other speed at receiver. Yeah, the Reds have played better lately. So, comparing us to the Reds is a compliment. Will Brady be motivated by Garrett's comments? I don't know. We'll see. Mr. Rob and IT Thomas are in pain, and that is true. And IT played really good. Even though he's not great in sim, he had a really good game. And DJ Uyunglele played out of his mind. Yet they lost somehow, some way. That's a big-time competitor in the NFC done. That means we're going to host a second-round playoff game against Seattle or Washington. I kind of want to play against Apple in the playoffs. That'd be fun. Although, I don't know if I've ever played against RNP in the playoffs. DJ is not... He looked like the Offensive Rookie of the Year today, minus the last minute of the game, which we don't talk about that. Christian McCaffrey's numbers on the year were surprisingly really good. Like, I know it seems like he's not that impressive, particularly in watch games. His regular season stats, even with missing time, were, like, really good. But it feels like he's not that good. I don't know why. Brady's going to chuck up a bomb downfield, and it's caught for a touchdown, I think by Mecole Hardman. He had just enough separation on the corner. I don't know which corner it was. The Jets have a lot of good ones. But he got just enough separation to get some room. Oh, that was the safety. They were in zone. So the safety was with him. Stop by Brady. Perfect route by Mecole Hardman. Yeah, I assume that was one of their safeties. Jordan Whitehead, yep. Yeah, they were in zone coverage. The corner was back closer to the line of scrimmage, and then Whitehead chased Hardman down the field, and Hardman beat him. The Jets had 3 90-plus corners, I think. They almost had 4, when Garrett tried to trade Jonathan Taylor for James Bradbury. And Jonathan Taylor has been really good since that was vetoed. Which you could play Octi or RNP in an OFL. That'd be a lot of fun. But in order for that to happen, Madden's got to like you enough to make it. But that would be a fun game. Imagine me and Nick in an OFL Bowl. That would be interesting. What creative way would Madden try to give me the win? Although Madden, for those who missed the first game, Madden actually helped the Giants. Madden screwed us over a couple times. We still won, and I said I have no right to complain if we lose because a lot of people have had it worse, but Madden tried to screw us out of that win. Wish you could play Octi in the playoffs. Oh, wait! Well, you did play us in Vesemir and beat us, but in order to play me in the playoffs, you got to make the playoffs. Brady had to have seen it. I guess so. Chris Lindstrom got hurt on the other play. That's sort of a big deal. Here's Jonathan Taylor. I have no idea what to expect out of JT today. Because he's so on or off. He either does really well or really bad. There's no in between. Well, he needed a quarterback first. What does that mean? You don't have faith in Brady Boatwell? Myles Garrett had 30.5 sacks. Good Lord. He wasn't even that good in the OFL. The OFL, he only had 24. Yet he did nothing in the playoff game, which was odd. The Giants, yeah, for those who missed it, the Giants receiver dropped it in the end zone and they called it a touchdown. They reviewed it. No, they originally called it incomplete. They reviewed it and it was reversed when he literally dropped it. It was hard to explain. I think you've played Octi in the playoffs once. Was that the 4th and 22 game in OFL 20? We couldn't have played each other last year because we were in opposite conferences. Not in 19, I don't think he ever made it. So it could have only been that in 20. And I remember the 4th and 22 game. Jonathan Taylor just murdered that defender. Holy smokes. He has 66 yards in the first quarter. So far, he's looking quite good. Uchenna Nwosu, 11.5 sack. That's pretty good for him. Didn't Uchenna Nwosu sign with the Seahawks? So I guess those would be off-season rosters. How much money did he get? I don't remember. Back to JT, another good run. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor was looking like last season's Nick Chubb. JT got motivated after almost being traded to the hellhole known as the Washington Commies. 3rd and 2, Chisholm has a wide open man in the flats. It's Jonathan Taylor, untouched for the touchdown. So the Jets start the second quarter with a score. I have a feeling this game's going to be a classic. As good as we've watched today, both watch games were decided on the last play of the game. I feel like this one could be even better. 2 years, 19. Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably about what I would have expected. So the Jets answer with a touchdown, and the Tigers are going to get it back. Is Jameson Williams returning kicks? No, I don't think that was J-Mo. That might have been Keishon Butte. Nothing for CMC. He's got a whole 1 yard today. Really balling out. Second and 10. Are we going to see another Brady bomb? He can't even get rid of it. It's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Jets. And if this play stands, they're going to get the ball in the red zone. Was that ball out? Oh, not even close. That's clearly a fumble. JT is not a glorified IT anymore. That honor goes to CMC. After the way IT played today, I think it might be that CMC is a worse version of IT. Because IT actually looked good. Is Billy Turner out there? He might be. But yeah, JT is, I think now fair to say, better than McCaffrey. And IT, in that playoff game, he was good. Give me CMC for a fifth. I'll play him at wide receiver only. Oh, boy. That'd be something. Imagine McCaffrey and Chubb in the same backfield. They would complement each other so well because they're different, but they're both, well, pretty damn good. So the Jets get a 3-and-out. They're not going to do anything, but they are going to kick the field goal. IT ran it really well in the playoff game. I know he's a receiving back, and he did have like 10 catches, but he looked good running the ball. He had like 5 yards a carry, I think, at least. He might have more. Just that his team utterly fell on their face and collapsed. I'll trade McCaffrey and put him on my piss-poor defense. Yeah, put him at safety. He'd probably get injured by like week 2. But that'd be an McCaffrey must have heard the slander as he gets like 11. That was a good run. I'll put McCaffrey at quarterback. Can he throw? And there's the annual 1-yard McCaffrey gain. Oh, we got 2. Even better. It was a generous 2. Winfield, McKinney, CMC. That'd be quite the safety trio. Third and 4. Short throw for McCaffrey. Hey, CMC did something. He's got the ball every play of this drive. Is that the brightest idea? No. Has it worked? I guess. Back to McCaffrey. Gets a whole 3 yards. We're making progress. Tom Brady's in the zone, and they keep giving it to McCaffrey. He's not even in the backfield of this play. It's Travis Etienne now. Third and 5. Brady goes short for J-Mo. He gets 7. Someone gives 2 firsts. What has he shown today that's worth 2 firsts? If anyone gives you 2 firsts, they ought to be launched and nuked into the sun. Thank you for making McKinley X Factor. I had to do it. He's my boy. He can catch the ball. Yeah, anybody can catch the ball. Looks like you keep it CMC. I think someone would trade 2 firsts for Hector before they do that for CMC. Denmark, no. Your running back is literally better than McCaffrey. Najee Harris was an Offensive Player of the Year candidate. And hell, I gave him a vote. Brady can't catch the ball. Well, Brady's not a running back. Oh, wow, we're already at the 2-minute warning. That was fast. The Jets lead 10-7. The Tigers looking to take the lead, however, before halftime. Thomas still in the zone. Brady for the end zone. Ooh, good play by Jalen Ramsey. That's the positives and perks of having 3 90-plus corners. 3rd and 3. I think they got it. That's close. Yeah. They're moving it slowly. I don't think it's a bad strategy, and right as I say that, they call a timeout. If they can try to limit the amount of time the Jets have before halftime, then that'd be smart. So I don't know why they called a timeout there. That's kind of stupid. 2nd and 7. Tommy Boy throws it into the back of the end zone. Originally drafted McKinley in the 5th round to smite Octi because... Yeah, I was not going to pick McKinney because I gave him X Factor. Screen for CMC. Maybe he shouldn't be traded. That was a nice move. Most players aren't getting that first down. Might trade Najee. Say less. I will give you my left nut for Najee. I am interested. Sign me up. Nice sack. Oh, now they're not calling a timeout. I guess I have 40 seconds. I don't really need to. Right after the stream, I will give you a legitimate offer for Najee Harris. I am very interested. I will give you something better than Najee for Zeke. How about that? Oh, they're not going to score. They're out of timeouts. Oh, boy. So the Jets are going to have the lead going into halftime because the Tigers do not know how to manage the clock. 10-7 at half. The Jets lead. Who starts with the ball? I think the Tigers do. Clock management strikes again. Yeah, the Tigers open up with the ball. They scored on their first drive. They haven't done anything since. They should have scored there, but because they are idiots and don't know how to use the clock, that's not going to happen. Najee isn't a criminal. That's true, but Najee's like the most wholesome human on the planet, him and Malik Willis, so they'd be a good fit in our backfield, and then everybody else is criminals. You want Nick Chubb? Okay, what? Is Nick Chubb available now? Hold on, say less. I didn't realize everybody was going to want Najee this bad. Jesus Christ. I might have to give up a lot, which I am willing to do. Not for you. What? I can't get Nick Chubb? You've met Najee before, then why do you want to trade him? Can a Browns fan have Nick Chubb? Can the team who has no power run game have Nick Chubb, please? I would appreciate it. Although Najee's a good alternate. Third and 12. What is this play calling? Okay, never mind. They got the first. Oh, fumble! He got popped! Yeah, you're not getting two firsts for him. You're not getting two firsts. The Tigers' play calling is giving me AIDS, and the one time their bad play call works, boom. He might have been down, though. Hold on. That looks like a hit stick animation, which makes me think it's going to stand. He might have been down. They're not going to review it. I'm going to go back in the stream and get a closer look. Hold on. His knee might have actually been down. That was a debatable call. The Jets have been lucky today. They've gotten some good calls. JT now over 100 yards. He brings it to the 1. If the Jets actually win this game, I swear, that'd be funny. After starting 1-4 again. Chisholm keeps it himself. Everybody got completely fooled. And the New York Jets now lead by 10. Manuel, you want to see what people offer you? I don't know why Nick and Adrian would want him. Nick Chubb is better than Najee Harris. There aren't many backs in this league better than Najee Harris right now. I would still say Nick Chubb is one of them. I'll give you immunity up to the merger and the secret plans for the other 2 jobs for Najee Harris. And I'm going to VETO that. Veto. You're mostly joking. I hope so, for your own sake. It would have to be Najee and stuff for Nick Chubb, I think. I'm not vetoing anything. I can veto any trade I want. If it's not me getting Najee Harris, I can veto it. I'm not, because I'm an honorable commissioner, but I could. You only trade Chubb if there's an offer you can't refuse. Cough, Denmark. Come on, cough. I mean, I'll give you an offer you can't refuse for Nick Chubb. I'll do it if you want. Oh my lord, what a hit. Kick you from the council club, force you to play, and plays a bounty on you. Okay then. I'll throw both of you in Denmark an offer for your running backs. I am legitimately interested. Right after the stream, I will send both of you guys legit offers. Do not give Octi any of your play. I'm going to get fleeced in both of these trades just because of how much I value running backs in this game. So it's not going to be like, oh, Octi ripped them off. I don't think I'm going to get good value, and I don't really care. Antonio Gibson's really good. He just doesn't fit what I am looking for in a running back. He was, like, legit. Throw me an offer right now. I would have to look at my picks. But, and I also don't want to show everyone because that'd be stupid. I'll throw Agba. Say less. I will give you my entire team. I'll give you every asset I own for the 2 of them. Everything. Except for Malik. I'm not trading Malik. I will give you the house. I am getting some really good ideas right now. You guys are tempting me. All because our short run game is terrible. Second and 8 just got a lot darker for what it's worth. Want to join this Fleece Octi Club? Who are you willing to trade me? Nick Bosa? Would Zeke interest me? Yes, but probably not as much as Chubb or Najee. But I would be a little bit interested in Zeke, but that would be like my fallback option. I'll tell you that. It would be like North Carolina running backs named Javonte Williams. I would probably prefer Williams over Gibson, so that would also be a good backup plan. I'm not opposed. I wouldn't give up that much more than like Antonio Gibson for a guy like Javonte, but guess we're going to talk about trading Nick Chubb today. I didn't think that was going to happen either, but here we are. Looks like the Tigers have to settle for a field goal. They are not even going to get it off. Okay. So the Jets lead by 10. New York's in a good spot. But the Chiefs are up by 13 going into the fourth quarter. They lost. The Rams are up by 13 going into the fourth quarter. They lost. This is the Jets. This is the Jets we're talking about. Trade be Russ. Russell Wilson? Oh, boy. Who is the Browns back? Oh, they had Haskins. That's right. Dwayne Haskins is 1-0 this year. Russell Wilson was 6-10. Just saying. And Dwayne Haskins is legitimately good in Madden Sim. He's always been good. So starting him is not the worst idea. Just saying. The Tigers have their number 8 run defense. They need to be clutch here because this is getting close to shoot clock time, and Jonathan Taylor is pretty good. Ross and Javonte for Nick Chubb and Brady Boatwell. Who says no? Just an idea. Did you lose yet? No, your game is the only game we haven't gone over yet. So after this game, we're simcasting your game with Seattle. The winner plays us. So we have not done the Washington game. I'll trade Najee, Agba, and a few other star players. I will give you everything I own for those two. Third and 9. Here's Elijah Chisholm. He's not going to get it. So the Tigers can try to drive down the field and do some damage. Yeah, so it'll be RMP versus me or Apple versus me, with the Rams losing. I'm targeting a certain someone. If it's someone on my team, spill the beans, because I am intrigued. Unless his name is like Malik Willis or Myles Garrett. But other than that, just don't give CMC the ball. Considering you're down by 7, I'm not expecting a lot of runs on this drive, so I think you should be fine. It's just a matter of if they throw a ball to CMC. Denmark, what do you want? Nick, you don't need Devontae Smith. He'd be like your wide receiver 4. At least for me, he'd be useful. Or somebody else. Now I'm going to be disappointed if I don't pull off one of these big trades. But you're the Eagles fan. But I don't care. That's the thing. Devontae Smith just got traded to the Lions right now for a 6th round pick. So now he's mine. You're acting like Debo was useful. So are you implying that Debo would be in the trade? Is that what you're saying? And if that's the case, then it makes more sense. Or a separate trade. He was there for cardio. Another first down for the Tigers. Clock's ticking. Well, it's not, but on the game, overall, 4.5 minutes. That was a good play by CMC. He's averaging like a good 3.5 yards per carry. Balling out. Yeah, obviously that's not true. Can't pass up Chase, Waddle, and Devontae. Yeah, but we can reunite Devontae and Henry Ruggs. They were buddies. And Terry McLaurin, I'm sure, would be cool with them. Since we're on the topic of Debo, can I get him back? Might surprise people why I'm trading a lot for... Are you trying to get ammo for Dan? That'd be literally my only guess. 3rd and 6. If they don't get it and they're punting it, I would have gone for it. I think this is a mistake. Because the Jets can just run out the clock. John Vincent and Devontae Smith. That would be kind of nice. That was a bad punt, too. That was a really not good play call by the Tigers. They should have gone for it. So now the Jets are going to look to chew the clock and finish it off, and that's a pretty solid start. Tigers still have all 3 timeouts. Vita Vea cannot make the play. I think he got it. I think. Yep. All right, 2-minute warning. This is it. Can the New York Jets finish off the job here against Chicago with Jonathan Taylor called a glorified IT Thomas in the middle of the year, which I guess is not as big of an insult as it was back in Week 8. He just trucked the hell out of that guy. That's going to be a face mask, I think, because that was a late flag. Yep. They are really trying to lose. That does stop the clock, and they don't have to use a timeout, though. There's one positive. So, it's definitely not over. But Jonathan Taylor hasn't shown anything to suggest that he's not going to walk this game off. Second and 6. Chisholm keeps it. He got it. Ooh, that was almost a fumble. Yeah, the minute 46 left. The Tigers need a miracle. AKA a fumble. They should just try for hit sticks. That's what they should do right now. Try to pop the ball out. That's their only way they can win. Second and 9. Ooh, they didn't get it. Hold on to your horses. Third and 11. If not a turnover, are they going to throw the ball here? That'd be really stupid. That'd be really stupid. Why are they throwing it? That's a really bad play call. 50-yard kick is no guarantee. There's no guarantee they make this. It's close. Oh, he got it by the skin of his teeth. Oh, that was close. He made that by like a yard or two. So the Tigers are going to get the ball back. They need a touchdown, an onside kick, and a field goal / touchdown. Field goal is fine because they're down by 10. If there's any team who knows how to chuck it downfield and make a big play, it is the Tigers. Do not throw it to CMC. Jesus Christ. Why? Why? Second and 7. Yeah, my brain cells are very confused. We are doing just divisional next stream, but we're doing all 4 division games. Hey, there's a deep pass. Hey, it's McCaffrey! There you go. They're down to 16 seconds. Yeah, that's not going to help you do anything, throwing it up the middle. So there's your ball game. The New York Jets shock the world. They defeat the Chicago Tigers 20-10. The Tigers scored on their first drive, and they did nothing after that. Elijah Chisholm, 6 of 10, 53. They didn't even try to throw the ball. They just ran it down Chicago's throat the whole game, and it worked. Tom Brady statistically was good. I feel like he didn't do enough to win, but he wasn't bad. Jonathan Taylor was great. They just ran the ball the entire game, and it worked. CMC, 2.9 yards a carry. Not very good. He did have 10 catches for 92 yards. I'm going to give you multiple offers. I'm, like, dead serious about this. I am legitimately interested. After seeing what Antonio Gibson did in the first game, or I guess lack thereof, and that every watch game, we cannot run the ball up the middle. Whenever it's a short yardage situation, I don't trust us in the slightest. It's not necessarily Antonio Gibson's fault because he's a good player. He had a great year for us this year. But he doesn't really fit what we need at running back. Which is why I really want like a Najee Harris or, if Lord allows it, Nick Chubb. Better see Myles Garrett. Trust me, it'll be a good offer. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 1. That would be Seattle. Alright, so our last game of the day is a Simcast game between Seattle and Washington. The winner will play the Antonio Gibson-led Minnesota Vikings. How much longer will they be the Antonio Gibson-led Vikings? I don't know. Kyler versus Kami Herbert. The Shorty versus the Commanders versus the Communists. I did not mean to press slow. I'm used to pressing slow. We're not watching, we're simcasting. I guess we'll watch for first play. Wow, big return there. All right, now it's sim time. Who's going to play Minnesota? Who would I rather play? I would rather play Washington because Seattle is like a proven good watch team. They made the OFL Bowl and won it last year. So I feel better about Washington. They have 0 points. Their offense is really laying an egg. Oh, they put up a field goal and a touchdown. They missed the extra point, though. Okay. So Seattle is looking good. 3rd and 10. They bring it. Oh, they scored a touchdown. Yeah, Seattle has this game won. This game is over. So the Vikings are going to face off against the defending OFL Bowl champion Seahawks. I'd rather play Washington because they're 0-18. There you go. There's another good reason to root for them. But Seattle wins pretty big, 24-9. So the two teams who made the OFL Bowl last year are both still alive. Kyler Murray was really good. Justin Herbert was pretty blah. Again, nobody ran the ball well today at all except for Jonathan Taylor. Imagine saying that back in Week 8, that the only player who would run the ball well in the wildcard round was Jonathan Taylor. Imagine. When the Jets had no shot of making the playoffs because they had no run game. And here we are. All right, so we have made it through the entire first round of the playoffs, and it has been, as expected, weird. Very weird. So we had 3 underseeded teams win. The Wildcard Bats, Seahawks, and Dolphins all won. The 2 seeds are out. Both 3 seeds won by the skin of their teeth, the Vikings and the Shamrocks. The Jets, of course, beat the Tigers, and then Seattle beat Washington. The biggest deficit of winning was 15. The Dolphins and the Seahawks. The smallest deficit was 1. The Bats and the Shamrocks. So we're going to sim the week. We're going to check players of the week, injuries, look at the divisional round schedule, and then that'll wrap it up. So as expected, we've got Diablos, Dolphins, Shamrocks, Jets. The AFC East is the worst division in the league. Yet, it is the only division in the league with 2 teams still alive. How does that make any sense? I'm not going to do awards right now because I have to calculate it all. In the NFC, we've got the Falcons and the Bats, and the Vikings and the Seahawks. So 4 interesting games. We're going to watch all 4. We don't need a vote. And that'll be maybe Monday. Not guaranteeing that, but we'll see. Players of the week, DJ Uyunglele, Sam Howell, Patrick Queen, and Willie Gay. Remember watching your divisional round game at a Cavs-Pacers game? Can't watch it at a Cavs game now because they're in Cancun. And because you're not in the playoffs. Seattle has nobody hurt. The Shamrocks, Max Reeves. Wow, whoop-de-doo. We have Matt Hennessy out 2 more weeks. The Bats are without D Ford for 2 weeks. Nothing for Diablos. The Dolphins have quite a few. Stephon Tuitt, DJ Humphries, and Najee Whiteside. The Jets have nobody. Did I skip over anybody? I don't think so. No. I think I got everybody. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up. Diablos, Dolphins. Shamrocks, Jets, Vikings, Seahawks, Bats, Falcons. We got a fun slate of games here in the next stream, which again will be coming up soon. So I hope everybody enjoyed here the wild card round of the OFL playoffs, and we'll be back within the next few days for the divisional round.